Welcome to Traumama House. Ooh, y'all. So we got a sad topic today. We're going to be talking about the lack of parental support.
Well, also we have one that's dead. So
oh my gosh!
I mean, that's true.
It is true. We only have an earthly mother, who's not really involved, but we still love her and honor her.
Yeah.
It's like I'd be feeling like I need to preface that, even though it's like
you know what I mean.
But it's like we do. I do, because I feel like people think we hate our mom just because we talk about our experiences. But I'm like, both can exist, right? Like, we don't have to hate her. We can still love her and talk about our experiences. Talking about it doesn't mean that we're upset at her. Even if we're upset, that's okay. And talking about her doesn't mean that we hate her or that we want any harm done to her. Because I love my mom. I love her so much. I actually wish that she saw our hearts and sees who we are. She's missing out, but it makes me sad because I think she's so ashamed of how she treated us growing up that she rids herself of the opportunity to get to be a better mother for us right now, moving forward, because she's so ashamed.
Right.
So she just doesn't give herself the chance to be. But we're like, you can love us, and it's fine. And we've accepted that she's not gone to that point yet. And I want to talk about the lack of parental support because that's something that we just had to do at an early age. And this isn't just like one particular thing, but in a lot of areas, like financially, emotionally, we've not really had our mother. How has that been like for you? I know sometimes, some seasons life could be harder than the others, you know, like when we have seasons of joy, sometimes we don't have a mother to share that with, or when we have seasons of sorrow and we want a mother there to guide us and comfort us through it. She's not there. When we're sick, we don't really have her to turn to.
It is a tough conversation, and I hate how much we have to preface, but I do think we love our mom so much we don't mind prefacing that we say certain things that some people may never admit about their parents. But when I look at it, I'm like, our mom's not perfect and we still love her. I think that's love, is when she doesn't have to be exactly what a standard mom is and we still love her. And so I want to put that out there.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that.
Of course. Because I also find myself prefacing a lot. Like, my mom is this and this, but I still love her. It's like, I don't want to do, among us, we don't preface anymore. But I understand with some of our viewers, you're like, oh my gosh, they don't love their mom. We love our mom, okay? So listen. You can love your mom and still have criticisms. How has it been not having parental support? Hard. Unbearably difficult. I cannot believe it. Even as an adult, right? I read a book on how to grieve, and it's this pastor who sits with dying patients, and there was this 90-year-old woman, and the last moment before she died, she called for her mom. And it made me realize, I'll never not want my mom. Right? And I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't need mom, and I don't. I just want her. And I've come to terms, it's like, she'll never live up to what I want. And that's sad, period. I'll never feel like I have to move on from that. That's sad. I feel like I should be able to expect that. Not that I'm entitled to it, but a mother's love, I feel like that's a driving force that keeps children alive, I assume.
Yes, that's the first person in your life. Your mom and your dad, they're the first people who are supposed to be your providers, your protectors, and we just didn't really have that.
And so that goes into what has it been like not having parental support, because I don't want to exclude our dad. Our dad is dead. We will get into that later on. This is about our mom. I didn't tell mom when I had a miscarriage, on the topic of moms, because I didn't feel like she would understand or support. If anything, I feel like she would make it worse for me. And that's a hard reality for me, because when I look at people and they go through tough times and the first person they want to do is call their mom, I cannot relate. You want to share?
I'm sad that you couldn't even go to mom, because in times of grief, especially when it comes to losing your child, someone should be able to rely on the mother, to go to the mother for comfort and support. And you didn't have that. I can't imagine how hard and emotional that must have been for you. Like, just having a hard day itself and not having a mother to go to is hard. But like, you went through all that, and till this day, she still doesn't even know you went through that.
And until this day, I don't feel like she would I don't think she would comfort. I feel like most things, and I don't know if you're home and if you relate, most things are like you get scolded for or you get yelled at. It's like, okay, well, you're just gonna I'm not going to.
Yeah, like you don't even know how she would react, if she would even be there for you, so you'd rather just not put yourself through that situation to be rejected.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but and you know my trauma responses anyway, but from that I learned, and sometimes I just have to sit with like, that sucked, period.
Yes.
Like,
and
pause.
It's sad.
Yeah. And I know you have had experiences with mom too where you didn't have her support. Do you want to share anything on that?
It's like, for me, it's a common thing that makes me sad. Like, if I'm ever sad, you could probably assume it's because I am navigating the grief of not having a loving and present mother in my life, or parent at all, actually. And yeah, it goes in deep, because it's not just it just happened. It's been something that I've experienced my whole life, that I am still learning. It's not like you just get used to it. I feel like no matter what age, you could always benefit from having parental support. And not even support, but parental love in general, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's something I still long for. And it's something I'm coming more to peace about. Because it's like, I'd be sad about it. And at the same time, I'm like, okay. Like I told you and our other sister, like, you know, what I'm learning is when I'm triggered or sad about it, I think like, okay, what am I learning through this? What is this trying to teach me? And I'm realizing that, okay, maybe I'm just, perhaps I wasn't here to be a beloved daughter, but to be a loving daughter to my mother. Period. And because I love her, it's like, knowing that she won't be there for me, I still choose to love her because I just do. I don't expect anything. Or I try not to expect anything. I think sometimes I accidentally do expect something. And that's just me being vulnerable and true. I think love is knowing that someone may not be the kind of person that you want them to be, but you still love them. Like, I think about Judas and Jesus and the time that they shared, and how Judas still betrayed him, and how Judas betrayed him. But Jesus knew he was going to be betrayed by Judas all along and still loved him. So I often think of that, like, okay, my mom is not going to be there in the way for me that I need, and I still love you. And so I wish that she could see that. And if she doesn't, that's okay, because that doesn't change my love for her. I just do. You know, and I feel like we as siblings, as her children, had to learn that at a young age. Especially as her daughters, okay? I don't know about y'all, but like, our mom, she, as a home mother, I think she really does put the boys on a pedestal. Some boys more than the others, but they view and treat the boys differently than the girls. And so I feel like, to us, she's like, oh, they don't need me, like what she told you. They got it. Like, I think because mom felt like she had to be strong. She feels like we don't need support. And it's weird, because I'm like, no matter what age, you could still provide us with support. Because even when we were a child, you didn't really support us either.
I wonder if she feels like, well, nobody helped me. Nobody needs to help you. Like, is she doing that? You know, and it's not to excuse her. It's just like, is that what she went through? Like, is this normal? Because it's normal for us, and I absolutely hate it. Is there no part of her that, like, resents that?
It's hard. I think about that. But I feel like it's hard because she wouldn't even talk about it.
That's true.
Yeah. I wish she could just talk about it so I could at least understand, okay, where's your head at with this? Why don't you want to be there for us?
And that's another thing about the lack of parental support is, we don't need you to give us money. We don't need, I want to understand, mom. And she can't do that. That's that lack of support again, where it's like, all right, you're withholding from me.
Sometimes it also comes to a point where I'm like, do you even, like, care about us a little bit? Like, do you want a relationship with us? Like, genuinely. But I just learned to kind of let go, because I think I used to want to be close to mom. And then I realized, like, oh, I'm like the only one putting effort. And so I guess it's just going to be a hi and bye kind of thing. How's work? How's church? And then that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. When I was younger, or maybe even now sometimes, I catch myself envying people with moms, like good moms. I don't envy anything really in this world. I don't care about most things. But when it comes to that mom and daughter relationship, I look at that and that's like gold to me. It's so valuable. Like, tell me what you've learned in your life. What have you walked through? How can I learn from this? And it's like, I can't get that. And that sucks because I told mom, I was like, I don't want you to have gone through all that and there's nowhere where that wisdom can be shared. Like, why would you withhold that from me? And it's just not in mom's capacity to, I guess, even dive in mentally and then to share it.
Yeah.
So in that way, she can't support me.
And we're not even asking for much either.
No.
That's like the least that she could do. When do you feel like you came to a point where you kind of released those expectations of mom being present and learning to come to peace with not having her as a parental support for you?
When I was going to be houseless and I needed somewhere to move for like a month because I was like in between an apartment and she wouldn't. And I will never forget that because I was a teller at that time and I was underneath my teller desk like crying.
Oh, that's so sad.
Like, I was like, really? I was like, are you serious? I had to walk away from my teller desk because I was under there because I thought it was going to be like a quick phone call. I was under my teller desk and then I started crying and then I had to go into the back. And I told her, I will never forget this conversation because I sat in there. I was like, I will never ask you for nothing in my life. Mark my words. Ever. And I never have. And there's a part of me that is like, my pride is hurt. And I'm not going back on that. I told you, I'm not going to ask you for a thing. Because what can you do for me that I can't do for myself, Mom? You don't give me anything anyway. You don't talk to me about my dad. You won't share your wisdom with me. You won't talk about your past. You don't have anything to offer me. So that's when I was like, okay. It took a huge painful lesson for me to really grasp that, like, okay, I must relinquish this. Because I felt like I was holding on to control, wanting to change our mom in a way that she couldn't be what I wanted her in my head. I just knew when I have kids, that's what I expect from myself or my children.
I love that you turned it into something good. Where it's like, oh, my mom wasn't like this for me, but I'm going to be all the more supportive for my children. Yeah.
What about you? Like, at what point, or are there any points that you're still waiting on to understand more about that?
I think I'm still learning to let go of expectations. But there are certain memories that you remember where it's like, it was really revealing to you where I have decided, okay, like you won't be able to do this. I think there are like 2 big moments. One was a few years ago when I opened to mom. That, and I talked to you about this. Like, that was one of the saddest days of my life. Like, oh my gosh, I have mommy issues. But there was this one day I really wanted to talk to my mom about something. And that would be like the first time I was gonna actually go to my mom, pour out my heart. And I remember coming to you for support before I did that. And you were like, let me know how it goes. I was like, okay, I'll let you know how it goes. And so I went upstairs, I talked to my mom, we sat in the living room together, and I started crying while talking with her and expressing my feelings. And she looked at me and she was just laughing. She just laughed. And of course the conversation didn't go well. And then I went downstairs and I was just crying in the kitchen. That was the saddest day I ever was. Not because of simply that conversation, but the overall, it like solidified something for me of what I felt my whole life. And I'm like, okay, it's like she genuinely didn't care. Because to me, a part of loving someone, especially your own child or a child, is like you, or just a human, loving someone. You don't, and this is like basic love, not wanting them to be in pain, not wanting them to hurt, and wishing them, and you wishing them well. And I felt like in that moment, she invalidated my pain. She didn't care for it. She laughed at it. It doesn't hurt her that she hurt me. And that's when I realized, oh, she doesn't love me. And that broke me, but it was truth. And because it was truth, that set me free. And I'm still learning. I'm still becoming set free from that. Yeah, but it's true.
Yeah.
I'd rather have her honestly not give a fuck about me than to pretend like she does.
That's a fake.
And you know what? Yeah. I'm glad she doesn't even pretend like she does. She doesn't even check in or call.
That is true.
Yeah, so at least she's real about it. Be real about you not loving me then. Like, don't pretend like you do. So that is something I'm like, okay. And then another thing was something that happened this past year with the words that she said to me. So on Mother's Day, so we had a big old argument in like March, and then Mother's Day, I was like, I apologize for the way I spoke to her and like how I cussed at her. I'm so sorry. I really had to crack my back. No, but I was laughing about how I cussed at her. So I apologize about that. But everything else, I didn't apologize for. I spoke my piece. I spoke the truth. And then I gave her a gift, and she was like, you're only giving me this gift because you want me to forgive you. Just because you apologize. And I realized, I'm like, wow, you view me that way? You clearly don't know me. And so I think I just come to accept the truth. Like, okay, I'm starting to see the truth and accepting it and coming to peace. Like, okay, you view me this way. You don't know me. You don't care for me. It doesn't hurt you that you hurt me. I'm not going to force you to love me. I am done trying. It takes so much work. I'm going to pour that love into myself. And so that sets me free. And so but that doesn't make it easy not having parental support, because I still be crying over not having parental support. I'm not even gonna lie. I was crying the other night about that. Like it's a deep pain that I have. Yeah. It's really deep. Yeah. Because not only did we not have it as children, we don't have it as adults. And we may never ever have it in our life. Yeah. But that brings me to the parental support of nature. What I often think about what saved me is sunsets. Sunsets have saved me. Being outside has saved me. And music has saved me. So, though I may not have like a earthly mother, no, I have a biological mother, earthly mother, but like literally the earth is our mother. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for Mother Nature and music. I tell you, music is my best friend. That's guided me through everything. Like any hardship I've ever had, music and nature has been there for me.
Yeah. I totally feel you on that. Like, I don't know about other people, but like when I get sick, I still yearn for my mom's, like her company, right? Like her care. And we don't even tell mom when we're sick because, we handle it. We take care of ourselves. And one time I had COVID, it was really bad. And I went on a walk and I sat at my tree. My tree. And I don't care if y'all think I'm crazy. And I was crying to this tree because I was like, I can't believe it. Like, in a world that my body came out of my mom's body, you would think she would love it as her own, right? And I was like, can I lean on you? And the tree was like, you can always lean on me. Like, you can always count on me. And I do feel like Mother Nature loves us, just hugs us, and is everything for us that we could want, and more in an earthly mother.
It makes me sad because you deserve that. We as her children, we as her daughters deserve that. And I think it makes me sad because mom doesn't know how to love us because she doesn't love herself. Like, I think maybe she thinks she does, but I don't know. Is it like a cultural, religious thing where it's like a bad thing to love yourself? When I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's so fulfilling. And out of loving yourself, you can love others better. But I think she struggles so much to love herself. She doesn't know how to pour that into us because it's not being poured into her.
She's been last to everyone. I think because she's been last to everyone, she's like, you got to be last too. Got to be last too. And it's like, oh, no. I love that we have the ability to see like the reality and the truth of things and still have grace for mom and also still know that that's not how it should be.
Do you ever wonder, like, did she have parental support? Like, I only know kind of our grandma because she passed, our maternal grandmother, because she passed away when I was so young. And I'm like, I wonder how her relationship with her mom influenced her and her parenting and how she's not present for us. I wonder how that affects her, but she won't talk about it.
I hate the idea of, like, the questions are so good, right? But they're hypothetical. And I hate that we talk amongst ourselves about it because she will never tell us.
Yes. And I think about, like, okay, our dad's not here. He's literally not here. We cannot ask him. But our mom is here and she won't.
She won't tell us. Mom can't talk about the past without like being transported there again, which I understand because there are things that take me back to certain points in life too. But it's like, I'm not asking you to beat yourself up with it. I'm just curious. Like, what was my dad like? What was your mom like? Well, mom can't do it. And it's so sad because in my personal selfish opinion, I feel like her capacity is very small. And it's like, I want more. But all she can do is like this much.
Yeah. It's something that we unfortunately will have to learn to accept if we haven't yet. I think even if you accepted it, there are going to be days where it's going to be harder, where it hits you again. Because sometimes I think I've accepted it, I'm moving on, no expectations, and then on some of my lowest days, I sit there and I cry because I'm like, why do I not have a mother to go to when I'm sick or when I'm hurting?
Yeah.
And a mother who simply understands that I'm hurting because of a childhood that she provided me with that I have to heal from. And it's just tiring and not hopeless though. And not in a way where we hope for her to be our mother, but in a way where we'll always be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think about that because, like, in the ways that mom couldn't mother us, we've done that within each other. Yeah. I love this about women. Like, right? Like, not even about moms. You ain't got to be a mom to mother because sometimes you mother me. Sometimes our other sisters mother me, right? And so I've also learned to see the beauty in not having that and finding the good outside of that. Because if I wanted to dwell on the hardships of not having a mother be a mom not be a mother, I could talk about that forever. But I've also seen where it's like, okay, we've risen and we've shown up for each other in ways that she could never.
Oh, that's so true. I like that you brought that up.
She could never.
Because we love each other. I'd be so surprised. I'm like, wow, our siblings, we didn't really have like present, supportive parents. So for us to love each other so deeply in different ways, of course, it's like, it like makes up for that. Like there's enough love for all of us. That's what I'm learning.
I agree. And, you know, while you're saying that, I think about how mom prays for us, right? And how she does certain things and she thinks that's enough. Like, that suffices. Like, she's clear of all her responsibilities as a mom. And it's like, you know what? I don't even have expectations of you. There is no responsibility. Whatever you can do, that's just what I want you to do. And it's unfortunate. I want to expect more, but her pattern has shown that we can't. And so I love that we mother each other. And even strangers. I allow, like, I allow strange women to love me.
You're good.
But we also experience people in life where it's like, wow, I thank you for your motherly wisdom. Yeah.
I feel you. Like, my coworkers, strangely, I feel like some of them mothered me in ways that mom hasn't.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm like, wow, how do you know how to be kind to me? But my own mother, in a way that's like motherly, but my own mom can't or doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's healing seeing like my coworkers love their children so deeply. Like that heals something in me where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so wholesome. And like seeing our nyas love their children, I tell them like, I'm so happy that you're their parents because I know that they're safe, they're well, they're in good hands because you are their mother. And because, you know what I mean? Like, I think of that, I'm like,
it's giving, I want my sisters to have a good mom. I want my siblings to have a relationship,
also,
right?
like, I think of us siblings, you know, I see our inner children, our inner child, and I see our nieces and nephews, and I'm like, oh, they're in good hands. Like, I hope that they don't have a childhood they have to heal from. Like, I'm confident they wouldn't have to.
They're safe.
Yeah, that's what I want for them. And we're okay because of Mother Nature. Like, we don't have that physical, biological parent to be there for us, but we have a lot of blessings in other ways, and it's definitely helpful to cope with the lack of parental support, because there are times where it makes me straight up angry. Like, sometimes I get straight up pissed from not having parental support. And then, you know, it changes. Yeah. A lot of people surprisingly don't, even if their mother's alive.
We were talking about when we learned to change our expectations of mom or something along the lines of that, right? And I think the day that I changed I amended my expectations of mom, because they changed. It's only in whatever she's capable of, and even then I don't expect it. The day that I realized she was here to give birth to me, she was not here to completely raise me. Things changed for me, because I'm like, okay, thank you for doing your part. If your entire role in my life was just to birth me, thank you for doing that. You did that. You were released of your role. And that has helped me a little bit. And even then, I still want certain things from mom. But to understand that, like, okay, if that's all you could do for me, thank you.
She's
so
probably
much.
happy to be released. Like, yes, I'm free.
You know, I'm happy
ain't got
too.
no husband or children.
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, this is probably the first. I mean, our dad has passed away like 18 years ago now, but I think she genuinely enjoys it because she doesn't have little kids to take care of.
Yeah, she finally gets to be the single, childless woman that she's always wanted to be, which is okay, totally random, but which is what brings me to my next point of our mom hasn't lived her life, so now she wants to live her life, and she don't got time for us. I get to live my life right now so fully that when I have children, I can say I chose to dedicate my entire life to you. I want them to know that I did this on purpose.
Yeah. And in another life, I do wish that my mom could have the life that she desired and deserves. You know, I sometimes be upset, like, why you become a mother if you didn't want to be one? You shouldn't have. And she deserves a life where she makes the decision for herself not to be a mother so she can live life she wants, so that she doesn't have kids just to neglect them and not love them. Yeah, I be thinking of that.
I wonder how common our story is, that people listening to us are like, no, your mom did her best. Okay, just because she's not there for you. Like, imagine listening to us and being like, your mom sounds like my mom. Like, they did their absolute best. You guys have to understand, when you all grow up with very bare minimum, like very tiny expectations of what things look like, you think that everyone who struggled as much as you is on a normal level. Like, when you meet parents who thrive and they're so excited to be parents, they act different. Their children grow up differently. Like, there is something that is different between children who have parents who love and support them versus children who don't.
It affects their mental health.
Yeah. Can't believe we did all that without it too, though. I'm quite proud of us.
Yeah, we're amazing. Sometimes, like, we're such loving people, even without parental support. I think if anything, it allows us to be more empathetic in other ways that we wouldn't have been had we had that parental support. Because some of y'all out there, y'all have that parental support, and y'all probably would say, well, I'm sure she did her best. And it's also okay for us to say, maybe she did her best and that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough.
Period.
And it affected us in a lot of ways negatively. Negatively. Yeah. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'm like, man, I wonder how different we'd be if we did have it, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's something I still long for. I've always longed for. And I think it's okay to desire that.
Yeah.
You know, just like companionship. I desire companionship. Just like also I desire a loving parent. Oh my gosh, imagine how much farther I could have gotten, or how much healthier I'd be mentally and emotionally if I had a loving mother.
Yeah.
Like, I think of that research where the monkeys, they were able to choose either unlimited food or like comfort from a mother, and it chose the motherly love. And I'm like, oh, that's all I really wanted growing up. It wasn't like, it was fine. Like, growing up poor, what I really wanted was love. Love is just what I always yearned for.
Yeah. Okay, period. That's
you know what I mean, though?
Experiment.
It's different from a maternal figure. So if any of y'all mothers want to adopt us and love us, just kidding.
I'm for, like, I feel like growing up, we were told so often how bad we were, right? And then now when I meet like older women, they're like, I bet your mom is so happy to have you. I'm like, if only you knew. If only you knew. But
yeah,
ironically, this has taught me to have so much grace for mom. And I know some people are probably listening like, oh my gosh, there's always talking about grace. But it's like, I can't help it that the more I understand life, the more love I have, and the more I'm like, okay, you don't have it. And I'm sorry you don't have it. So, our dad's not off the hook. We'll probably dive into that in a different video, but dad's not off the hook either. Yeah.
Because there was still that opportunity to when he was alive.
Yeah. Because in some ways, mom did do her best, and I'm sure she did a lot that we have no idea what she did. But as children, we're just asking her for what she can do.
This just popped up again.
Oh,
I remember a few months ago, I was actually pissed. She didn't do her best.
Okay, period. Sometimes it's not the best.
So yeah, sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
I think sometimes it was her best.
Yeah.
But I think currently it's not her best. Yeah, I rated a thumbs
What?
down.
Did something happen?
No, I just feel like that's a BS answer sometimes for some mothers.
That's
like,
true.
She probably thinks she did her best, but I think she just gave up, and that is not really fair.
That's fact.
Because she gave up. It's not like we don't want it. It's not that we didn't try. It's not that we're not available. It's not like we don't want to reconcile. It's that she knows we're here. She has a chance to, but because she's so blinded by her guilt and shame, which yes is sad, that she decides not to love us. We give her the opportunity to. It's not like we talk about this behind her back and we don't give her the opportunity to. We address it with her. That's an opportunity. And she rejects it.
That's true.
So I don't think she gets her best. So if you gonna say, she did her best though. No, she didn't. You don't know. She's not your mother. And maybe if she is, then maybe she gave you her best. And we have to remember, we have different relationships with her. But also, I don't know if it's because there were so many of us, but that's also BS answer.
That's still not on us.
Because name one child in our family she truly gave her best to. Did she? I don't know if any of us could say, yes, mom really did give her best to me.
I would love
It's sad.
for mom to come on here. I honestly, you guys, like, I don't want y'all to think that we just be talking about these things on the side. No, everything that we address here, we've talked about it with our family.
That's why mom doesn't like being around us sometimes, because we talk
She's
about...
like, oh, here go the trauma sisters. Like,
especially this one.
Okay.
She be asking mom questions, and mom gets so overwhelmed.
Why did you do this when I was 8? Why did you do that? And why did you think that was okay? I be having questions. And I know sometimes it's like rhetorical questions, but maybe I'm looking for more of like, I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that. I don't know why I did that to you. I know, but nope. Instead it's, I don't remember doing that.
Yet you forgive. Let go of the past. Stop bringing it up.
And it's like, oh,
just
okay.
pray.
I see where you at.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if there's any right way to even end this episode. This just is. This. I don't even know. You want to say anything?
Did we just do a mama dump on the...
I think we did. Rate the trauma dump. Thumbs up. Sideways. Thumbs down.
Oh.
Also, I'm missing a nail.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess that's it.
Okay.
There ain't no way to close it. How do we close the circle?
Remember that one time we did that prank on mom?
Yes. I have a snippet of it. I can put it right here.
She felt so bad that she didn't support us. Remember? And she apologized to us. We did a prank. I don't think we ever talked to them about the prank.
Nope.
I don't know if I want to go into depth with that, but mom felt so bad about it.
No, she was sad that we would have to put ourselves on the line.
And then she said she felt bad that because she couldn't help us or support us that we did that.
She was going to cry. I know mom so well. That was her, I'm going to cry right now.
Yeah. Well, okay, see? Which, when I feel like when you do your best, and you know you did your absolute best, you know, like, I'm sorry, like, I really did my best, and if that wasn't good, I would do my better, you know, or something. But it just seems like shame and guilt, and I can't face it. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it does make me empathize with her, because I'm like, dang, you know, I wouldn't trade spots with mom. I wouldn't want to go through what she went through, because she did go through a lot. So yeah. I'll give her that, like. And that's also why we love her so much. We try to understand her. We empathize with her. And I wish she could even just do that with us. Because sometimes I don't even know if she even empathizes with us. Or maybe we don't see it. I don't know. I mean, it's sweet that she prays for us. I do know that she does that every day.
Mom has things she cares about. Like when I was going to go to college, she took me to drop off something at school. Like when I passed out at college, once she came to pick me up. And so whatever mom cares about, like, she does her best with that. Like if you're hungry, she'll give you a granola bar or something.
She wants you to eat, yeah.
But it's like if you're sad, you need a shoulder to cry on.
She'd be like, "Don't cry."
That's not the one.
Why are you crying? Don't cry. Just stop thinking about it.
You got boogers in your nose. She got tissue for you. But if you're sad and you want someone to, you know, vent to, don't do it. Just, I guess, knowing our limits. We've really learned, like, oh, mom can't handle this. Which I feel like we learned from a young age how to do that. Because I was really young when I realized, oh, my mom can't do this for me. My mom can't do that for me. And that pretty much programmed me into what I was very limited into what I could lean in on mom for.
That's true. Yeah, when I was younger, I noticed mom was so sad all the time that I was more focused on, is she okay, than am I okay?
Right. That's too much for a child. And I feel like this is a burden we have carried our entire life. And it's not fair. And I think as adults, we're learning how to release ourselves of that burden. And it's been nice, to be honest. At a positive note.
Positive note.
When you grow up and you don't have parents you can rely on, you become very hyper self-reliant. And I know that could be tough, but if I don't have the people that I need to make it, and I make it anyway, it kind of like propels you forward too. Yeah.
Although unfortunately, it makes us to be more strong,
Unfortunately,
and resilient than we should be. Yeah, I don't want to have to be strong. We don't want to have to be strong all the
Yeah,
time.
me neither.
So we're learning to be soft. We're very grateful for Mother Nature for teaching us what love is. Even though we don't have parental support, we continue to love, and it makes us better because we know what we don't want, how we don't want to be if and when we become parents in the future. If anything, it teaches us how we do want to be more intentional in loving our future children. There are also a lot of you out there too who don't have the parental support that you desire. That we have this community to talk about these things, because I don't really hear people talk about it. I think it's very common, unfortunately, that there are so many of us adults who have never really had parental support.
I want to add that I feel like a lot of people have a hard time opening up about like certain issues they have with their parents, because I think they think if you have these negative comments about your parent that you don't love them. Love isn't perfect. It doesn't mean everything has to be perfect. So just remember that like you can still address certain issues or have certain thoughts and still love your parent. Everything has to be like, my mom is all bad, I hate her. I think actually the struggle is the contrary, where it's like, I love my mom so much and she's hurt me. How do I navigate that? I think that's way harder than just completely hating your parent or just completely seeing them as all good. I think we've experienced a lot of complex feelings trying to figure out how to deal with our parents in adulthood.
Heavy on the complex feelings.
Yeah.
Please don't think that we just feel this type of way about our mom. It changes, it wavers. Like feelings. Maybe one day we'll do like positive stuff about mother, so people don't think that we just totally view her like, oh, she's not there for us. There's a lot of great things to our mom too, and we love her, and we carry parts of our moms within us. I see that within us. Anyways, yeah, you're not alone if you don't have parental support. We got each other. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in with us. See ya.